Hey babes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Jay. So in today's video I decided to go ahead and create a sea and green look, which was supposed to go with my sea and green try on haul. So if you haven't seen that video already, go see it. And I love that video so much, so I decided to go ahead and do a makeup look for it. So let's just get the chit chat and get right into it. Okay, so starting off, you guys already know that I have to go ahead and do one eye off camera because it makes it so much easier. So I'm going to take this angle brush and I'm going to take some of my NYX brow gel to go ahead and start to fill my eyebrows in. Now, I know you guys heard me say 1,000 times that I am over the whole Instagram brow look, and I was using pencil for a while, and I'm still using pencil. However, it's makeup, okay, and your opinions can change and your style can change. What I find is that I do love the Insta brow look, but when I'm wearing a full face with eyeshadow or glitter and everything, and then when I'm wearing my everyday natural makeup look, I will go ahead and use a pencil. I will sometimes use a brow gel if my pencil's not around. You guys know how on this table I am always losing something. However, I prefer the pencil for my everyday makeup look, you know, very soft, no eyeshadow. But when I'm doing very glam looks with pops of color and stuff like that, cut creases, I'll go ahead and I'll use my brow gel for a more dramatic look. Next, you guys already know I'm taking my Born This Way concealer. Okay, this is my holy grail, my go-to, and I know that the weather is changing and I've been using this concealer for a while, so you know I want to like switch it up just so I could use new products for you guys. But honestly, this is my go-to concealer. Like, it's so bomb. Like, the consistency is so rich, and I love something that's full coverage and matte, but still you can blend it out very well, and this concealer has all of that. Okay, it does all of that. But you know, spring is coming and I want to do a springtime for you all, so I'll probably try out some new concealers, go to Sephora, do a little haul, go to Ulta, do a little haul. Just drop some products in the comments that you guys like, and I'll pick them up and I'll use them, and I'll tell you guys how I like them. So all I'm doing now is taking that with a flat head brush and I'm blending out that concealer around my eyebrows, but I'm making sure not to go too far down because you guys already know I'm going to get busy with my eyeshadow bases. I can't do a look without my eyeshadow bases, alright? They will change your life. If you haven't been using eyeshadow bases or maybe a concealer, but I'm telling you, try out using eyeshadow bases. It doesn't have to be the very expensive ones. You can use any eyeshadow base and it's going to make that eyeshadow pop, I promise you. Next, I'm taking one of my P. Louise eyeshadow bases in this very light green color, and I'm laying that on first because that's going to be like the upper corner that I'm blending my eyeshadow out with. Now, I know that you are supposed to go in with a flat brush with these, but what I've learned, guys, is that using a fluffy eyeshadow brush blends it out so much better. And when I'm on P. Louise's page, I see them use a flat brush, and I tried to go ahead and use it, and it's just not working for me. It makes the base very patchy, in my opinion. The only way I'm using a flat brush is if I'm cutting my crease. Other than that, I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and I love the way it blends out. Next, I'm going to be taking this eyeshadow base from Beauty Creations, and I'm going to take another eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go right underneath that mint green. I like to apply it to my hand because I just feel like it warms it up better and it helps it blend out better. So yeah, I'm just applying that under that mint green. Now, if you were looking for an eyeshadow base that's slightly less expensive than the P. Louise ones, I would go for these. They have like a bundle where you can get every single color. I bought the bundle where it came with all the eyeshadow bases, it came with all the eyeliner colors, and then it also came with, like, I think it was like a cream, I don't really know what it is, but it's a cream consistency. You can use it as paint or eyeshadow, whatever it is, but it's a very good bundle. Moving on to eyeshadow, I'm now taking my Blend Bunny Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This palette is so pretty. Like, every time I open it, I just feel like a little kid about to open up a brand new box of crayons or markers and color everywhere. It has every single color in there. And if you are one of the girls who loves to do colorful eyeshadow looks. This has every color that you need in there, and apparently this is supposed to be the best eyeshadow palette in the world. It's good. It's a very good eyeshadow palette, but I don't know about in the world. Like, I have ones that meet the criteria, you know what I'm saying, like they meet the same exact standard of this eyeshadow palette, but it is a pretty good palette. So I'm taking those two green colors and I applied the darker one over the Beauty Creations eyeshadow base, and then I took a lighter green and I applied that on top of the P. Louise one, and I'm taking this extra fluffy brush to go ahead and blend those colors together. Like, I'm trying to blend, y'all, right? I'm still working on my blending to this day, and I'm learning to take the eyeshadow down a little bit lower so that when I'm blending it, it'll blend out flawlessly into the concealer under my eyebrows. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take my white P. Louise base along with a flat brush, a very flat brush, to go ahead and cut my crease. And now the trick when cutting your crease, y'all want to use a very flat brush. Like, literally pull it, like push that thing together, like apply pressure and flatten the brush as much as possible. That's gonna get you a very crisp cut crease. And also, you guys see how I had those marks up there? I don't know if you guys knew the makeup, but there's this trick where you can look up, and once you look up, the eyeshadow base should be on top of your lid, and that'll tell you exactly where to cut your crease. Now, my reasoning for me not liking to do that is because some of you guys know, some of you don't. My eyes, I don't know, one of my eyes be doing its little own thing, and like one of them are higher than the other. Like, I don't know if it's my eyelid or my eye itself. I think it's my eyelid because my brows are like permanently stuck doing the eyebrow. So with that being said, one of my eyelids are like higher than the other. So when I do that trick where I'm looking up and my base lays where it should, it makes it uneven because it's gonna go with my eye. So I like to just draw them on, but in this video I decided to go ahead and do that trick. I don't know, probably just being lazy, and I should have never did that. And you guys are gonna see in the video why, but I fixed it. It wasn't a big deal, but you guys are gonna see why in a second in the video, why I should just left it alone. Okay, that's my eyes, that's the way they are. I should just left it alone. I was trying to fix it, and that was a big no-no. So now I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm patting in that white base that I laid down. I like to do this because what I noticed is that, again, when I'm using only a flat brush, it doesn't pick up the excess product. And then I noticed that my eyeshadow was patchy and I had to figure out why I was doing that, and it was because it was just too much product there. So now I'm first applying this white with a small eyeshadow brush and just patting that into the corner. I am then going to go in with that limeish green color and pat that into place, and as you can see, like right there where it meets the wing, it was still kind of patchy, but I went in and I fixed that, and I didn't notice it until I went ahead and applied my darkest green, and I noticed, like, dang, this color is kind of patchy. So I had to go ahead and really blend that out and blend all of those colors together. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some depth to my cut crease. Now, I love to do this, okay? What I mean by adding some depth to my cut crease is that I take a really very slim angled brush and I'll take a dark eyeshadow. Usually I'll take a dark eyeshadow that goes with the look, or I'll just take black, okay? With this look, I decided to go ahead and use black. And what I'll do is I'll trace over my cut crease, and then I will go ahead and blend it out. Now, my reason for doing this is because for me, it just completes the cut crease. So right here, I was just looking at how uneven they were because of my eyes, and I should have just left that. But yes, I will go ahead and do this so that I can add more dimension to the cut crease. For me, it just makes it like it's 3D. It makes it pop. And you don't go ahead and leave that line there like that. Like, as you guys can see, I'm drawing it on now, but I'm going to go ahead in with a small eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to blend that out. And as you guys can see, the eye that I already did, it looks very good. Like, it just gives your cut crease so much dimension. It makes it look 3D. It also like makes the colors on your eyelid pop. So I just love doing this for every single cut crease. Like, it makes it look so much better. So right here, I'm just taking that small eyeshadow brush, like I said, and as you guys can see, like with very small motions again. And you want to do this very lightly because you do not want no dark eyeshadow or black eyeshadow especially to fall onto that makeup that you already did, to fall onto that eyeshadow that you already did, because that is going to mess it up. It's gonna take long to fix. Okay, so do this very gently, but also blend it up towards the eyeshadow, and you're gonna get a nice line that separates the eyeshadow on your lid from the eyeshadow that is underneath your eyebrows. And now for my signature, you guys already know I gotta go ahead and add my wing liner. I need to set a reminder for myself to go ahead and get up and get my NYX liner or find my Inglot liner, because I have this eyeliner from Beauty Supply Store, I believe it's from NK, and y'all, I hate it. Like, I really do not like it. It's not this eyeliner specifically, it's nothing wrong with the makeup itself, but the applicator, the sponge, I just dislike sponges so much. Like, I dislike eyeliner with sponges. I just don't like them. I love a brush. Everybody says the sponges are easier to use for beginners. I don't like it. It's just not it for me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my P. Louise paints in this very dark green color, and the only reason why I'm taking this is because I see that one of my wings was higher than the other, and I did not want to go back over it with eyeshadow because I know that eyeshadow wouldn't cover that. And here I'm just smiling because I'm such a genius to figure out a way to fix this. So I went ahead and I was like, let me go ahead and take some paint, okay, and I'm gonna take the paint and just draw over the liner to make that even. And yes, I figured it out, but I was looking at my eyes here and I'm like, one of them does seem higher than the other, and I really want to go ahead and fix that. So I figured that, fixing it wouldn't be a problem, and I should have just left it alone, because what I decided to go ahead and do, well, I'm just fixing the other side of the eyeliner right now, making sure that both of them are even, making sure that, I put the green paint in the right places. And here I was like, okay, like everything looks good, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to move on to the face. That's why I did that little hand motion, like, oh yeah, we're moving on to the face now, right? And I was like, you know what, before I move on to the face, let me go ahead and fix my eye. So I picked back up that angle brush that I was using in the beginning. I picked back up that angle brush and a little bit of black eyeshadow, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and just drag the black eyeshadow down a little bit so that it can make my cut crease look smaller. And then that happened, y'all, and it was at this moment I knew that I messed up. You know how that happened? Because I still had paint. I still had that green paint on my brush. So I was like, oh my god, like I was so upset. Look at my face right there. I was so upset. I was like, there is no way I'm gonna fix this. Like, that paint is so strong. How am I gonna fix this? Eyeshadow is not gonna lay over that. So I'm just like, you know what, let me go ahead and continue to fix the cut crease part. Let me breathe, let me woosah for a minute, let me figure this out, because I am a genius. So what I did is I went ahead and I took some paint. A very, very small amount of the paint, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I can use that as the eyeshadow. But before I did that, I was like, all right, let me go ahead and try to like wipe it off. So I took a small brush, I put tissue over it, and I'm trying to just like smudge it off, because I felt like if I put the paint over it, it was still gonna show, and it just wasn't working. Look at my face. I was just highly upset. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna give up and maybe start this look all over again. I was like, no, I don't want to start it all over again. So I tried to like, let me go ahead with my hand, because my hand has more pressure. Let me go ahead and try to wipe it with my hand, and it still wasn't going. So here is where I decided to go ahead and apply the paint, and I made that fix. I was like, this is not gonna work, and I need to have more faith in myself, because it did work. What I did was I went ahead and took some green paint, applied that over there. That worked. And then I took some P. Louise paint that matches my skin tone or my concealer color, and I applied that over it, and it worked. Thank God. Next time I'm just gonna leave my eyes alone. Oh my gosh. Moving on to the face, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm just gonna apply that with a flat brush. I go ahead and I use that all over my face, and yes, I still use my calamine lotion, but since I use the Too Faced primer, I don't really like, spread that everywhere. I just do it like on my cheeks and on my nose, or where I know that I'll probably get oily. And now I'm taking my LA Girl Pro color corrector, and I know everybody says like, oh, this color corrector is like not in no more, well, okay, that's you. But me, on the other hand, I'm gonna turn up, point blank period. I still use it. Okay, it's like, it's smooth. All right, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. So I still use my LA Girl color corrector with a nice damp beauty blender. Oh, well, you thought the challenges were over? Well, they're not, okay? So I'm taking my Juvia's Place foundation in the color Kampala. And for some reason, my face is darker than my neck, and then my hands are darker than... Listen, I'm just like a brown skin girl. You already know me, I like 10 skin tones. So it seems like Kampala was not matching with my neck anymore, so I might have to mix that with a slightly lighter foundation. Anyways, you thought the challenges were over? They're not. If you are somebody who suffers from seasonal allergies, I'm here with you, okay? You are not alone. We are in this together. Y'all, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the primer, if it was the calamine lotion. You guys see that I blew my nose right there. I am staying so calm in this footage right here. However, when I tell y'all, I had to literally speed through my face part because my nose kept leaking. You guys don't even know, like, I'm so good at editing. But you know how many times I had to stop this camera so that I could blow my nose or drink some water or catch my breath or like wipe my eyes because my eyes started watering. Look, you can tell a little bit right there. My eyes started watering, my nose, my skin started itching. That's why I said I don't know about the skin part. Like, something is I don't know what was going on, but this was definitely a challenge for me to keep calm. Like, if I didn't say nothing, you guys wouldn't even notice. Like, this, for some reason, I don't know what was happening. See, I had to like itch and like calm my face down because my skin was burning and my nose was leaking. All right, so I'm taking my concealer to go ahead and highlight my face. You guys already know I put my triangles underneath my eye. I go down my nose, a dot on my forehead, a dot on my chin, and a dot on my cupid's bow. And then I do use the new method of highlighting where I go ahead and I apply a lighter concealer onto that highlight that I already put down, but in that new highlighting way that all the girlies are talking about. But yes, back to me and my problems. Y'all, my allergies was not letting me live. Like, this was a very much a challenge for me. I had to go ahead and speed through my face. I couldn't even finish my face off camera because I was like, I gotta get this video done because I'm halfway through it. I already had so much mess up already. I'm not trying to stop here. So this is the highlighting method that I was talking about, but I don't know what was going on. I had took my allergy medication right before this video and I had never had an attack that bad. Like, my eyes are watering, my nose is leaking. It had to be the makeup, but my makeup doesn't bother me on a regular day. I don't know what was going on. Maybe this was just a challenge for me, but anyway, I passed it. Now, to go ahead and continue to hurry up and speed through this face process, I went ahead, okay, I took my setting powder. As you guys already know, I'm using my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I didn't have the time for it, guys. So I usually take a yellow one, I put that down, and I will lay the white one on top of it. Yes, I do that. I promise you, it is not cakey. If you are new here, don't worry, I have more tutorials coming up and I will show you. But for this one, your girl had to rush through her face because she was literally like dying in this video. So I only took my white powder. I quickly applied that to all my highlighted areas and made sure that I blend those out perfectly. And then, just to make sure to give me that extra highlight, I took a little bit of that YSL setting powder in my hand to go ahead and contour and bronze. I could not find my Fenty bronzer, so I went in with this Hourglass contouring stick. I love it. It's smooth, it's creamy, and I love brown bronzers that have a nice warm undertone. I actually dislike when they have that ashy gray undertone, so this one is perfect for me. So I took that on my jawline, under my cheekbones, and down my nose, and I blend that out with a brush. I had to hurry up and I had to rush through because, y'all, I was literally in so much pain. Like, I was like, literally, what is going on? Like, I'm not understanding. Why is this happening to me? My allergies are never this bad. Like I said, you can't tell in this video, but your girl was suffering. So I had to go ahead and finish my face off camera. So I did apply my lip gloss, my lashes, and my highlighter off of camera. And here is my final seeing green look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you haven't seen my seeing green try on haul and all the outfits that I put together, make sure you guys go ahead and check that video out, okay? So like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every single time that I upload. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Jaiye Pierre and on TikTok at Jaiye Pierre _. If for some reason you don't have TikTok or Instagram, I'm going to leave a link right here on the screen or every social media platform that I have. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on each one that you have, and I will check you guys in my next video, okay? Love you, babes. Bye.